Hello everybody, speech again, speech 11, here we are. So the topic is, why should we practice the best practice for us that we practice? In other words, non-confusing words, meaning why should we stick to what we're good at when we practice? Well, one of the main things that we need to focus on is what we're good at. Because learning something that we're not good at, doing something we're not comfortable with, and practicing and speaking on some kind of technique that we're definitely not used to or good at it's not very smart. I mean, we might be good at speaking persuasively and then we want to hit points assertively, but not persuading, and you might just mess up. Also, when you're doing something that you've already done and you keep practicing the same thing, practice, it makes everything a lot easier because you've already been practicing it. On top of that, it makes it easier because it makes you less anxious, makes you have to worry less about, okay, am I doing this right? Am I saying this right? Am I doing this in the prompt way? Am I doing this in the way that we said we were supposed to do it? Very important, especially important when you're practicing the same thing over and over. Repetition. Practice makes perfect. And if you're practicing one thing that you're already good at, it's perfect. It's good. You're gonna keep going and going and going and going at it. And you're not gonna stop. You're just gonna get better and better. And the more you practice the same thing, the better you're gonna get when you're speaking on it. I mean, like, if I was to speak on something that I haven't practiced, I mean, obviously I'm gonna be anxious, obviously I'm gonna be nervous, I might stutter a little bit because I'm not prepared to be speaking in that way at all. I'm prepared to be speaking a certain way, a certain pattern, a certain practice that I've been practicing. And especially if I've been practicing the same thing over and over again and I decide, this speech I'm going to do something different, I'm definitely going to be thrown off. And nobody wants to be thrown off during a speech, especially in front of a whole bunch of people. Nobody wants to look dumb. Everybody wants to look credible. We want to make sure that we make the speech convincing, and we want to make sure that we make the speech we want to make the speech credible. And the only way we can do that is if we're confident in what we're saying. So if you practice something and you're speaking on it, and you speak on it with confidence, it's great. But if you're not speaking on it with confidence, it makes it seem uncredible. Makes it seem like you can't do it. Makes it seem like you really don't know what you're doing. So practicing what you've already been practicing is important. Bottom line, because you're already doing it. You're already mastering it, whether you know it or not. And there's no reason why you should be speaking on something that you haven't been practicing.